Hey, welcome back. It's Exician, and in this video I want to cover player protected houses. Now, I know that this server has raiding, griefing, and PvP out in the wild, and the reason I'm allowing for protected plots of land is because even though you have such things as raiding and PvP, you still get players on here that every once in a while don't want to always have to go find a little dark hole down in a cave and build their base. I'm sure players will still do that, but there are other players that, even though they're on a server like this, they still want to be able to build a house and not have to worry about it being griefed on site. So starting off, I'm gonna allow players to be able to save up some money, and they'll be able to purchase a small plot of protected land, meaning only they will be able to place and destroy blocks. Now, having said that, that there are restrictions to the protections you can have on the player plots. And for the rest of the video, I kind of want to demonstrate, even though you have protected land, it's not 100% protected, and I want to show you how. So let's say you're out exploring and you see a house, and your first reaction is oh hey, I want to grief it and maybe potentially steal anything that's inside of it. And you come up to it and you attempt to open the door, and you notice that, oh hey, this wooden door is locked. So unless you actually know that password or want to stand here and keep guessing, you're not going to be able to open this door. Now, when you buy your protected land, this will be an upgrade that you can additionally purchase. It doesn't come with these protected doors. You have to buy an additional. You have to buy this, basically, the password protected door. So let's say you just built this for the first time and you put a door up. Well, guess what? It's not password protected. As I just said, you have to buy that. So even though I may not be able to break my way in, let's say I tried that first. Can't break my way in. Let's say I want to chop the door down. Can't do that. It's protected. If you don't buy the password protected upgrade for the door, then you can pretty much just open it and get in and do whatever you want. So that is basically one flaw to this. Also, let's say you decide to build your house out of wood. Well, most people know that that's usually not a smart thing to do. So even though I cannot chop it down, I can't, I can't mine through it. If you check thoroughly, you'll realize, well, that's where the protection is. Anything on the outside of this wall is not protected, so I could try to tunnel under, or if I have a flint and tinder, I could just burn my way in. So if you wait long enough, and this is built out of wood, then you should see some results eventually. But while we are waiting on that, there are always additional ways to, well, never mind, it's working. So even though this is protected and you cannot normally break in, you can always find outside ways to do so. So basically you need to be smart with your building. So I managed to get in that way. So if you don't have a flint and tinder, there are still additional ways to get in. You know that you can't break your way in, but maybe there is a... Really? Yeah. So, excuse the interruption. But as I was saying, maybe you don't have a flint and tinder and you cannot burn your way in. But maybe there's a way in through the roof. You never know till you check. So you have to also be, when you're building, you have to be careful with your surroundings. I may not be able to build within the protected area, but I can build on the outside area. So I see this little tree that I kind of want to scale. Let's try this. And I'm on the roof, and oh, guess what? There's a hatch that's not password protected, so I could pretty much just open and get in. So that's another thing you need to look out for when you're building. So let's say there isn't a hatch, and you don't have any flint and tinder, so there has to be some other additional way in. Oh, look at this, a opening in the wall. Oh crap! If you have a ender pearl, you can always just teleport in, and I'm in. and probably going to die. So that's also another thing you need to look out for. And let's see, a few more things to cover before I end this video. So teleporting in, burning your way in, all else fails, you can always TNT your way in as well. That's always fun. So as you could tell, even though it was protected and you couldn't mine or hack your way in, you can always place an explosive on the outside of the protected area, and that will kind of bypass the protections, and you'll be able to break your way in. So even though you may get in, as I might have mentioned before, chests will not be protected at all. So even though you have protected land, your chests are still lootable. So I can steal everything in there now. But maybe you were smart enough to encage this one to where I can't get in. Well, if all else fails, you can always TNT your way in, or creeper your way in. So now I just obtained access to that. So anyways, I may not have explained this video very well, but the intentions were that even though you have protected land, it's not necessarily 100% protected. So for those that don't like the idea of protections because they like to raid, well, you can still very much raid and grief, even though it is protected. So I'm gonna end the video there so that I don't keep getting killed. But I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all later.